Hey everybody, this is darthtoohappy, and this is the best of Nerf. Today I'm bringing you another great video, and this one's actually on a pretty good subject. I think you'll all like it, and this has to do not with the guns, but with the bullets. Now there's a few different kinds of bullets. Like there's the sticky dart, suction, streamline, and whistler. You can see though, I have both types of sticky, the newer and the older one. And basically what I'm just going to show you today, or be showing you, is do these darts make any difference when they're fired from a gun that works equally, that should work well with all of them. Now I'm just going to be testing them out. We're going to do range and accuracy tests with two different guns. So right now we're just going to go with the range. I've got these 5 loaded into my Spectre, and I'm just going to fire them off from right here next to the camera and see which goes farthest. Okay, let's go look at it. Okay, so I've shot all the darts from that stump over there. It's about, I'd say, maybe 15 to 20 feet to the nearest dart, and that would happen to be the orange Velcro dart, which landed right here. Not that impressive considering there's a slope downwards. The next farthest, and this actually, before I go on to the next one, this dart managed to bounce forward a bit, so it had even less distance than it looks like. The next farthest forward one is the streamline. It didn't bounce too much, and it earned itself about 2 feet farther than the Velcro. Just a foot on is the whistler and suction dart. They did bounce a little bit, couldn't tell how far or from where, but they're about equal with the streamline, but a little bit better. Finally, a good 4 feet or so onward is the blue Velcro dart. So as we can tell right off the bat, blue is much better than orange. We'll have to see if that's true also with the next gun that I use. Okay, so now I've got my sharp shot, which I'm going to be using just like I did with the Spectre. See if it makes any difference. Okay, so here's the first dart. Streamline. And it landed about a few feet from the stump. I guess streamlines don't really work well in this gun, so just think of them in the way that they were when on the first test with the Spectre. Now if we move farther up, here we can see suction, which is about the same place that the Velcro dart was when we used the Spectre. Then just a little bit farther up, about the same place as the streamline was when we last used it, is orange Velcro. Just farther on is the black whistler, which did bounce a bit forward, and then finally blue Velcro. Okay, so now this is going to be half of an accuracy test and half of a distance test, because I feel as though the streamline dart didn't get too much love in this, seeing as it doesn't work in the sharp shot. So I'm going to fire all 5 darts again from a third gun for first range and then accuracy. We'll be getting into the accuracy for the other guns in a little bit. But I'm just going to be using that in my night finder. This is a modded gun, but that means that all of the darts should get an equal boost. So don't feel that just because this is modded that any dart is going farther than the others. So, let's do distance first. Whistler. Now, streamline. Orange Velcro. Blue Velcro. And suction. Let's go see. Well, actually, before I go see him, I'll just load in another 5 darts. I'll be back in just a sec, and we'll do the accuracy test right now. Okay, each of these is only going to get 1 shot. Starting with the streamline. Curved a little bit. Now, the Velcro. Went a bit low. Let's try blue Velcro. That went a little bit to the left. It's been the best so far, I'd say. Whistler. That one hit it. So now Whistler's the best so far for this. Finally, suction. One a bit low. Now, I'll just go show you the distance for the darts I shot for it. Getting the least amount once again is orange streamline. About 3 paces on is the... that's the Velcro dart. This is the streamline. Pretty much right next to it is the suction dart. And then about 4 paces on are the Whistler and the blue Velcro. Okay, now let's do our accuracy test with the strike shot, or sharp shot. I'm going to be using 2 darts for this one, just because, well, I can. So first I'm going to go with the Whistlers. One of them hit it dead on, but the other one curved a bit to the right. Now let's try it with the suction darts. One a bit low. Yeah, they both went low, but they seem to have good accuracy. They're going where I wanted them to go. Now let's try the 2 orange Velcros. First one didn't make it out of the gun. We're not going to use it. So just judge it by what happens here. That was pretty decent. Didn't hit the target, but went where I wanted it to go. Now here is blue Velcro. One of them hit it spot on, the other one was just short. Finally, let's do the accuracy test with the Spectre. We'll do the... How about Whistler first? They both went a bit low. One of them also did curve a bit to the right, so not too good on the Spectre. Now we'll do streamline. That was really varied. I actually shot those and aimed at pretty much the same place. One curved majorly high, the other one just dropped. So that definitely wasn't a good result. Now, let's try the suction dart. Okay, one of them hit the target, that's good. The other one curved a little bit, so I'd say the accuracy on that one varies, but is pretty better than the other 2 so far. finally, well, not finally, sorry, let's get into the Velcro darts. First, orange. Those both went where I was aiming, but curved low. And now just let me put in my 2 blue Velcro darts. Those ones both had really good accuracy. One of them hit, but the other one dropped underneath. So now I'm just going to review them and rank the darts by what I think is best. Actually, before I get to that, since many of these darts just had good accuracy but dropped, I'm going to give them a third chance on the Spectre. And for this one, I'm going to move in a foot or two to the other side of the stump and shoot from there and see if that'll let them hit the target easier. They should be within range for all of them, so if they miss, it's just the dart's fault. So first up is Whistler. Curved a bit to the right. Now Streamline. That one hit nicely. Now it's orange Velcro. That failed miserably. Suction. That is pretty good, but didn't get to the target somehow. And finally, blue Velcro. That was nice. It barely nicked underneath. That might have been because I was aiming a bit too low. So now I'll just go through all the stuff like I was telling you about earlier.